everyone. So recently I did an interview with Queen City Cinephiles. Shout out to them for screening my film Division X. If you'd like to watch the film, you can check out the link in the description box. So I had a Q&A session with them and I thought it would be really cool to share it with you guys. I'll also leave a link in the description box for Queen City Cinephile Facebook page if you want to check them out. And if you're a filmmaker, you should submit your film to them. Enjoy the interview.
Our premiere film screening. Our audience is here. Anybody have questions?
Hi.
I guess before we start with questions, and then we can, Mara, we can ask you, what was your inspiration for this film?
Oh, well, a lot of things have inspired me to make this film. It's based on personal experiences and also based on people that I've met with the same refugee issues. I've always believed that film is an universal language, and I felt that I really love telling social issues through film. And I decided to make the film about this Bree, which is a student who, as you saw, she leaves everything behind in a war-zone country. And tries to find a better future, but discovers that she's limited to dream because of her nationality. So what inspired me is the real refugee issues that nowadays is that no matter some of the refugees, they work very hard, but the fact is that they are limited to dream because of a piece of document that tells that they're from a different nationality. So that's why I felt very strong about it, and I thought that it's very unfair, and I decided to make the film.
Awesome, thank you.
Here.
Yeah.
How do you find the refugee organization that you referenced in the closing credits? Did they reach out to you, or did you know about them? And has this film, have they been distributing this film also?
The Worldwide Tribe. You're talking about the Worldwide Tribe, yes? Oh, actually, they don't have to do anything with the film. I've made the entire film, and I started looking for an organization to help support it. Because I made this film as a part of my final year project at university, in Taylor's University, Malaysia. And basically, we had a 5-day exhibition to exhibit our works. And I thought, hey, why not take this opportunity and collect donations for the refugees through my film instead of just having it showcased. So I basically contacted a lot of organizations, and this one luckily replied to me, and I just said, hey, can I use your logo? And yeah, then they allowed me, and I've actually donated I collected donations on the day of my exhibition, and yeah, it was very successful.
Got a question back here?
Yep.
Yeah, did you have a particular budget your school gave you, or did you have to go with powers you budget?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat the question?
He was asking if the school gave you a budget, or did you go no budget on this project?
No, it was actually my own budget, but the school, however, gave me equipment, so you could get equipment for free from the school. So I did borrow a lot of equipment from the school, but they didn't give me any money. I did it all on my own budget, but it was a very low budget film because I didn't spend more than $200 because the talent that you saw, Bree, she's actually my ex-housemate, and she's luckily good at acting, so she did it for free as a favor, and yeah, so it was a very low budget film, but I did borrow a lot of equipment from the school.
What kind of equipment did you borrow, and how long did it take you to essentially record and put together this project?
Yeah, good question. All right, so the equipment were the spotlights for the room scene. I borrowed some 1,000 watt spotlights. I also borrowed the slider. I had a bit of a dolly shot at the beginning, so I borrowed the slider and I made it and I used it as a dolly. I've also borrowed the microphone and all the sound equipment because I had none of that. But the only thing that I actually had was a new camera. Prior to the movie, I basically made enough money to get my own camera, and I got a Sony A7S. I know it's like one of the expensive kind, but I think it's a worth investment. And after that, I got the camera, and it was actually my first time using a full frame camera. So the camera was mine, but the equipments were these equipments, basically all the lights and everything. Yep.
Hi, Marwa.
Hello.
I really liked how you showed all those different people, just like their mouth saying no in different ways. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I also love the way you used sound to trick me into thinking she was really at cut in line for customs, because I was totally there, and then I was like, wait, they probably didn't really go to a customs line, but I realized it was your use of sound that convinced me that she was in a busy airport or something. So thank you, that was awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was actually at my school's international office, and I just basically made this sound, and I made sure that I crop everything to not show the surrounding, because I was worried that people will see that it's not an immigration office. Yeah.
I'll get another question up here.
Yep.
For the subject matter, was the government behind you? Did you have issues shooting because of the subject matter? Information? Friendly toward refugees? What was the climate like shooting film?
I actually faced a bit of a problem, like you said, because at the school they found it a bit controversial about the student, because they were worried that it would look as in Malaysia, like you said, is not welcoming to the refugees, and the way they wanted to basically essentially kick Brie out of the country. But then again, the thing with my film is that it doesn't say the name of any country. It's divisions. And the purpose of that is the fact that I didn't want to target any place, any country, to say, well, this country is doing this and that country is doing that. I didn't want it to be political in that way. I wanted you to see it as a human issue, not by just discriminating, just watching it without any prejudice. So I did divisions, and I convinced the school. I said, you know what, nobody's going to know that it's about Malaysia. It's not actually about Malaysia, it's an international issue. So I'm going to call it divisions, and I had one of my lecturers who thankfully backed me up through the whole experience, and I was allowed to film in the school, because at the beginning they said they won't allow me to film something like that, but then I had to fight for it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments?
I've got another question. Mara, how long have you been directing film, and do you have any other projects that you've worked on or that you're working on that you can tell us about?
Oh, all right. I've been making films for about 3 years now. Since during my university life, I've made a lot of short films. Actually, you can check out my short films. I have a YouTube channel called Snail Productions, and you can just log in there and you can see the films. I've made around 4 short films. Currently, I am doing YouTube, and I'm also freelancing, and I'm also working on a feature film screenplay. So that one is still just writing it down so far. Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I just want to say one thing is that the donation from this film is still going on. So basically, on my YouTube channel, the film is there. So the only thing you have to do is just share, or you can just like it. And my YouTube channel is monetized, so that means whatever profit I would make from that video, I will be also donating it to the Worldwide Tribe. So this is basically an open link that will always be there. So if you can help me out, if you want to, you can just search my film title, Division X, and then Snell Productions, and there you could just give it a share, or just watch it, and that way I will get the profit, and that will be donated as well, just to help around.
Definitely post links to your projects on our page and our other social media as well. So everyone who's here tonight, just check our Facebook, I'd say, in the coming days, and you'll see links to everything she's referring to as well.
Yep. Thank you so much.
If no one else has any other questions, if you want to know. Thank you, Mara.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.